Now that the Sentinel is at home in the community, there is housing, transportation, the medical needs are covered, and the Sentinel is settling into the community. This is the point where the mentoring phase of the program begins. The company that has hired the Sentinel will now need to develop a 4-year plan to monitor the Sentinel's progress at work. The Red Team will be responsible for advising and monitoring the Sentinel and checking in with the team leader on a regular basis to report on how well the Sentinel is doing. The team leader will then follow up with National Coordinator Mike Conklin to make sure the Sentinel is on target to meet career goals. For the first 3 months, the teams will report on a weekly basis either in person, via telephone, or through email. After the 3-month period is over and the Sentinel is on track, updates will be expected monthly. Now, this is a critical time for all Sentinels. It's important that they settle into their new jobs with ease and that they succeed in their current positions. If the Sentinels perform well, this could mean rewarding advancements in the company.
I've been doing project management, so it wasn't like I'm going into a job I know nothing about. There are differences because I've been doing this kind of thing for the military. Now I'm doing it for civilian world. Accounting systems and all this kind of thing is actually a lot different. So there's still a learning curve, and I'm kind of having to relearn stuff I knew way back in 2000 and 2001.
This is a time for personal guidance. Make sure the Sentinel is comfortable and happy. This is also the time for the Sentinel's questions to be answered and for making any adjustments to the working environment if necessary.
When you have an organization like Sentinels of Freedom who come to you and have already gone through and identified people who have the skills and desire, they've done a lot of the work for us. So it really becomes a win-win. It's a win for the individual, it's a win for the organization, but it's a win for us because we're being brought to our doorstep some tremendous individuals for our organization.
The Red Team also needs to be following up with the employer, who should keep the team informed about the Sentinel's role and how they feel the Sentinel is doing.
You can't help but feel a larger corporate responsibility to help these folks, and just as a citizen, the responsibility to help welcome our soldiers home. So I think I see no downsides. I see lots of wins. It's easier for some businesses to be able to take this on because there are situations that need to be managed. We have health and safety people that we enlisted to kind of make sure that we had the right work environment. We had the right kind of peer group as well as supervisor. She actually has some military experience that could help the culture change of coming out of the military into AT&T. And so I think it's all wins, but it's easier sometimes for an organization of some amount of size to be able to make the accommodations and fit it into where it really works well.
Most people who have severe disabilities are very, very good workers. They are so appreciative to have a chance and to have a real job. You will find out in most cases they're prompt, they're on time, they're very grateful, they work their hearts out, and that's the kind of worker that you want.
Remember, they want to see the Sentinel succeed as much as the team and the community does. So make sure to keep the employer updated if any issues arise. If the employer and the new employee are happy, then it's a win-win situation.
The feedback we're getting is that these guys are so highly motivated that they're setting an example in these corporations. And in fact, several of these corporations said, look, do you have another guy like Manny Mendoza or like another guy like Joey Bozic? It's incredible, their strength and their drive under the conditions that they've been through. It's just incredible. I think major corporations will feed and get new energy off of these guys.